Hello everyone, N1CLB here. Um, did another little bit of a video about the QYT KT-7900D radio. It's about 10 minutes long and it shows a couple of the features that it has and stuff. The programming can be somewhat of a nightmare, so if you have plenty of patience, it'll work for you. But other than that, it's going to be tough. Hope you guys enjoy it and subscribe. I'll try to put videos up, but no guarantees of it. So just I don't know. Have a good night, and it'll transition into the video from here. So. Catch you later. N1CLB. Hello everyone. N1CLB here with the QYT KT-7900D Quad band amateur radio. It covers 220 megahertz, 147 megahertz, 440 megahertz, and 350 megahertz in that area, in those specific areas. It is a very, very small radio. Just as a reference, there is a Logitech wireless mouse sitting on top of it. Yeah, it's very small. Let me get that out of there. Okay, so the radio has pretty much the same type of menu options as the Bofang handheld radios, and it's very, very easy to work with. I mean, ready, watch. I'll power it on. Well, I'll actually power it on this way. That way you guys can see the display. Turn it on. Now, as you see, it's showing 4 different things on there. Now, it cannot receive it cannot receive 2 channels at the same time as previously thought. I tested that theory out. I had 2 very, very active police frequencies going, and it only receives 1 at a time. When one kicks out, the other one kicks in, and then vice versa. So it's kind of a bad thing there. Other than that, it does transmit and receive on the 220 megahertz band. I verified that myself by testing out a few radios, and now I'll just sit here and I'll use the microphone, that way I don't put my big hand in the way. But the microphone, as you can see, has DTMF buttons and everything. It also has menu, up and down arrow, and it also changes the channel. Like, ready, watch the bottom one. I have the beep off because it's very loud. When you do go to turn the radio on and off, you have to be mindful of the position of the volume because of the tones that it generates when you first turn it on. Okay, now it has a menu, exit, and then it also has A, B, C, D. You can flip between the 4 channels, as you can see, manually. The one that the arrow is on is the primary channel. Basically, whatever frequency plays back or shows activity, it'll go back to the priority channel after it gets done, after the signal is lost. It also has a scan function. Now this thing scans extremely slow. Ready? I'll show you. It'll probably pixelate the camera, but I'll just hit the scan button. Now look at the top one. See how figures. Hang on. Let's see. Put it on scan. See how slow it goes? and it doesn't go any faster. So the volume's really low, so I'll just get rid of that. 0. Put it back on my frequency. Now I have the volume down because it was causing some noise when I was trying to record the last time. Okay. Other than that, I mean, you, like I said, if you don't have the microphone plugged in, you can sit here, press this, and it'll bring you to the menu. Like I said, it has the same menu style as the Bofang radios, and the user guide has a pretty good description of all of the items that are in the menu, as well as a few other settings that you can do while in the programming software. And see, after like 3 or 4 seconds, it automatically goes back to what it was. Other than that, this is a very powerful radio. I was doing some tests with it. The audio is fairly good. I haven't talked to anybody else yet, but I've listened to myself with the radio that you see over in the background there with the orange display, my FT-7800. But it receives fairly well. It can pick up faint signals, and it puts out anywhere from 15 to 28 watts, depending on where you are. Like GMRS band, it puts out 15, and everything like that. And the ham band's like 2 meters. It puts out about 26, 27. The 220, it puts about 20 because the antenna's not matched right. And the 440, it also puts about 20 because the antenna's not matched right. I have a tri-band antenna here, which I'm going to be using for this radio, testing it out. And I mean, other than that, it's quite fun. It's a cute little radio. Now, here's one thing that I did find that was kind of strange. Look at the little fan on this. Look how small this. Oh, about to drop you. Look at the little fan on this. It's like almost non-existent in this thing. See? It, from what I can gather, it pulls the air out, but only while transmitting. It does not turn on while in receive. So that there might have to be a modification to make that so it'll be on constantly to keep it cool. I have noticed that if you transmit with a very, very bad match for long periods of time, it will get very warm up here. There is no external speaker jack, so hold on, let me shut this off and I'll spin it around. Let me take the antenna off of it. As you can see, it's not that bad of a little radio. Okay, now I'll shut it off too so it doesn't accidentally transmit. Now, when you spin it around, if you look, microphone's in the way. If you look, this right here is the data jack where you connect the programming cable for the software. This here is for a headset. It's like an external speaker, but it also has a microphone and a push to talk connection. When you, I haven't seen anything yet, but I'll keep a look out. It shows a description of the wiring for it, with what the pin out is. So it's a very, very crazy looking radio, let me tell you. But other than that, I mean, it works fairly well. Because of my location, I can't really hit anything north of me to see if it can get distance. But other than that, I mean, it does fairly well for itself. Hopefully this information is good and helpful to you. I mean, like I said, I have 220 frequencies programmed into it, so I'll take a look later and see if I can get it to work. So I'll catch you again. N1CLB saying 73.